For me, self love is like creating that value of yourself. Self love is like prioritizing your needs, your wants, your goals, each and everything which is related to you, you prioritize it. Now, once you create that value of yourself, no one, literally, no one can actually ever take you for granted. No one can actually make you feel bad about the way you look, about your body. Like, seriously, no one. No one can criticize you. And you know what? Even if they criticize you, you're like, you know what? I love the way I look. I love my body. I know what I'm doing. Even if I fail in this thing, I'll get out of it. I know. Because that's how confident you're about yourself. And guys, you know what? That's self love. So tell me now, do you want to love yourself? Do you want to love yourself the exact way I told you? Don't worry. Through this video, you can be actually able to love yourself and you will be creating that value of yourself. When we talk about self love, there are these two things which I believe are the ones which you should know, you should understand, one should actually follow it. So, yeah, let's understand them one by one. How do you feel? Yes, I'm asking you, how do you feel nowadays? Like, what do you feel about yourself? Pause this video for a second, ask this question to yourself, and just think about it. Got the answers? Tell me one thing. Was it easy or was it hard to find the answers? Those of you got, great. But what about those who didn't got the answers? And those of you did, don't worry. Even I, few months back, was in the same position like yours where I asked these questions to myself and it was very hard to get the answers. Like I felt very difficulty in finding the answers. And then I realized that I know nothing about myself. How less self aware I am about myself. And that is a huge thing. That is why self awareness plays a very important role. Self awareness is the first step towards self love. Self awareness is recognizing yourself, like your interest, your hobbies, your strengths, your weaknesses. It's about like in what situations do you feel that joy, that happiness, or in what situation do you feel that sadness, that anxiety. In self awareness, you actually get to know that how do you treat yourself, how do you make yourself feel, what energy do you consuming, what surrounding you are living in, is that surrounding giving you something. You ask these questions to yourself, and not only this, but you also create those boundaries to yourself, because you know that crossing this boundary will actually affect your self esteem. So you create that boundaries for yourself. And self awareness is also about in which you also forgive yourself for doing something wrong. So through self awareness, you actually get to know a lot about yourself. But you might have a question that how? And the answer is by spending time with yourself. Yes, it is. I mean, think about how do you get to know that a particular person loves you or not? Just by the words that, oh, I love you. No, right? You get to know them when you see them in different situations, how they react, happy, sad, or anger, or how they treat yourself in different situations when they have everything or when they do not have anything. That's how you get to know them, right? And same goes for us, because when we'll get to know ourselves, when we'll put ourselves in different situations, we'll get to know that how do I react, or how do this uplifts my mood when we'll put ourselves in xyz situations. And how will this happen when we'll spend time with ourselves, when we'll put ourselves in different situations alone, and we'll get to know about ourselves. You'll get to know that how what uplifts your moods or what makes you happy. Maybe buying yourself flowers or going for a shopping. And this will only happen when we'll spend time with ourselves. And once you get self aware, once you have that self awareness, once you cross this, you will get free You'll be free from all the assumptions which society has given you, maybe your cousins, maybe your parents, maybe your family, or maybe your friends. You'll be free from that assumptions, their opinions, their experiences with you. You'll be free from it because you'll be knowing yourself. You'll be knowing each and every precise thing about yourself. That's how strong self awareness is. When we talk about self growth, there is this one factor which comes into the most crucial role, which is self trust. Self trust has that ability where you have that belief that, you know what, you can get through each and every ups and downs in your life. It has that ability where you have that strong belief that doesn't matter how big the problem is, I will get through it. I will face that. I will learn from it. And the next time when I face the same situation, I won't repeat the mistakes which I repeated earlier or previously. And you will find the solution of it. It has that ability where you have that willingness to take risk because you know what is your potential and what things you're capable of. Once you have this level of self trust in yourself, no one can actually stop you from having that self growth. And now there might be a question that how to build this level of self trust in yourself. And there is a simple answer for that, which is getting out of your damn comfort zone. Else, how will you be able to, get that self trust? No, I don't think so. There is any other way, because if you will not put yourself in different situations, then how will you get to know that what to do in this particular situation or what not to do in this particular situations? If you'll not put yourself in different situations, then you will be never be getting that what your potential is, what things you're capable of. Whenever you tackle up any problem or whenever you face any problem, at the end you have that faith in yourself. Then if you will not put yourself in different situation, you will not get this faith in yourself. And if you want to know more about comfort zone, I have made a separate video on comfort zone, so you can go and watch that. Once you have this self trust in yourself, you'll be automatically having self growth. Once you'll follow these two steps, then you'll be finally be able to be creating that value of yourself, and you'll finally love yourself. But why should one love themselves? Like, do you have this question? Because even I had this question few months back, that why to love yourself, like what's the need? So here are some benefits which comes with loving yourself. When you love yourself, you have a clear boundaries. Like, whenever situation arises, you ask yourself questions that whether the situation is coming up with some opportunities which will have that self growth in my life. Whenever a person is there, so you ask yourself question that whether this person is serving me right, whether this person is giving me positivity, so you go for it. Or whenever a person is coming up with negativity, or there is the situation which is not serving you anything your work related, or whether this situation isn't coming up with any opportunity, then you strictly say no to it, or you draw that boundary because you know that you shouldn't cross it. So you have a very clear idea when you love yourself, that where you should invest your time, where you should invest your efforts, where you should invest your energy. When you love yourself, you reflect that positivity, you reflect that good energy, you reflect that good vibrations, very high vibrations. And that's because at the end of the day, you have consumed that positivity to yourself. At the end of the day, you talk to yourself very positively. You do not tell yourself that you're not good, you're not capable enough, and all of these things. So when you consume this positivity to yourself, it automatically gets reflected in the way you talk, in the way you actually think, and all of these things. When you love yourself, you do not actually go to someone and ask for it, that whether should I wear this, or whether I'm so fat, or whether I'm so thin. No, you don't go and ask for their opinion, because you're very self-aware about yourself, because you know that what value do you stand for, what are your thoughts, what are your boundaries. So you know that on your own, so you need not go to someone and ask for their opinion. This is a very important one. Like, when you love yourself, you know what you stand for, you know that how do you treat to yourself. So you never allow someone to be toxic to you. You always have strict no towards toxicity. You know how you want to be treated. So whenever someone actually abuses you or someone actually treats you not in a very much good manner, you know that you're not here to bear that things from them. So you are strictly saying no to them, and you are very much far away from them, because at the end of the day, you know how you want to be treated. You're not here to listen to anyone's criticism. You're not here to listen to anyone's abusive words or any abusive actions, right? So that's how you create that self-worth, and that's how you create that value of yourself. And that brings us towards end of this video. I personally love this video because I always believe that no one is here to listen to anyone's criticism, or no one should be actually in an abusive relationship. No guys, it's not worthy. Make yourself that worthy, okay? Make yourself so much self love that no one can actually make you feel bad about yourself. It's so important. And one should always understand that creating this value of yourself is actually allowing you, where you have that awareness that you know how you want to be treated, you know how you want someone to talk to you. And that is so important. Like, that is such a big thing. I know it seems small, but it actually affects a lot of us also, because when someone talks to you in such a manner which you're not worthy of, because I believe that you, each and every one of you, is worthy of having the best things in your life, okay? So stick to it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.